You're watching From the Heart with John Willard.
Hi friends, John Willard here, the gentleman poet, storyteller, and NAHCA contributor, back for another show and more bone-chilling truth. It's cold in the Ozarks, but the apple cider I hold in my hands tantalizes the senses. Inside our house, soup is simmering as the vegetables from summer's harvest mix with the fresh herbs and spices. Life gets even better. Next week it will be chili on the stove and stew the week after that, and trips down memory lane. As sunrise breaks into daylight, I smile. One more sip of apple cider, and my day will begin. I'm glad to have had these moments. I'm thankful for the peace of this morning. Let me share my feelings about what makes eternal harmony, which is the subject of today's show. The best example. I'd rather see a sermon than hear one any day. I'd rather one should walk with me than merely show the way. The eye's a better pupil and more willing than the ear. Fine counsel is confusing, but example's always clear. And the best of all the preachers are the men who live their creeds. For to see the good in action is what everybody needs. Doc McCracken set the best example. For me, his life was ample. I can soon learn how to do it if you'll let me see it done. I can watch your hands in action, but your tongue too fast may run. And the lectures you deliver may be very wise and true, but I'd rather get my lesson by observing what you do. For I may misunderstand you and the high advice you give, but there's no misunderstanding how you act and how you live. I say, friends, enlarge my heart with a story and change me by the characters I meet there. So I'm glad to say that the pups and I were up at 4 a.m. this morning. After food for the pups and oatmeal and coffee for me, we took in the sights and the sounds of the Ozarks. Friends, can compassion, love, and justice work together to create eternal harmony? Centuries ago, it was known far and wide that a certain tribal leader was the greatest in all the tribes. When power was measured by proving superior physical strength, the most powerful tribe of all the tribes was the one that had the strongest leader. But this tribal leader was also known for his wisdom. In order to help his people live safely and peacefully, he carefully put laws into place guiding every aspect of tribal life. The leader enforced these laws strictly, and he had long ago acquired a reputation for uncompromising justice, something we don't see today. In spite of the laws, there were problems one day. It came to the leader's attention that someone in the tribe was stealing. He called all the people together. "You know that the laws are for your protection," he said, "to help you live safely and in peace." He reminded them. His eyes was heavy with sadness because of his love for them. "This stealing must stop. We all have what we need. The penalty has been increased from 10 to 20 lashes from the whip for the person that's caught stealing." But the thief continued to take things that didn't belong to him. So the leader called the people together again. "Please hear me," he pleaded with them. "This must stop. It hurts us all, and it makes us feel bad about each other. The penalty has been increased to 30 lashes. Still, the stealing continued. The leader gathered the people together once more. "Please, I'm begging you, for your sake, this has to stop. The pain is causing among us is too great. The penalty is increased to 40 lashes from the whip." The people knew of their leader's great love for them, but only those closest to him saw the single tear make its way slowly down his face as he dismissed the gathering. Finally, a man came to say, "The thief has been caught." Oh, the word spread. Everyone gathered to see who it was. A single gasp raced through the crowd as the thief emerged between two guards. The tribal leader's face fell in shock and grief. The thief was his very own mother, old and frail. What will he do? The people wondered aloud, a hushed murmur fanning out. Would he uphold the law? Or would his love for his mother win over it? The people waited, talking quietly, collectively holding their breath. Finally, their leader spoke. "My beloved people," his voice broke. In little more of a whisper, he continued, "It is for our safety and peace. There must be 40 lashes. The pain this crime has caused is too great." With his nod, his guards led his mother forward. One gently removed her robe to expose a bony and crooked back. The appointed man stepped forward and began to unwind the whip. At the same moment, the leader stepped forward and removed his robe as well, exposing his broad shoulders, seasoned and solid. Tenderly, he wrapped his arms around his dear mother, shielding her with his own body. He whispered gentle against her cheek as his tears blended with hers. He nodded once more, and the whip came down again and again. A single moment, yet in it love and justice found an eternal harmony. Let me share this quote of compassion. We are not primarily put on this earth to see through one another, but to see one another through. That says it all. Many things will catch your eye, but only a few will catch your heart. Pursue those. Friends, I'm out of time. Remember, Nagi always said, when you're good to others, you are best to yourself. You can reach me on Twitter at JohnWillard47. And if you want me to come to your event, well, I asked Cora May and Bubba. You remember those sweet dogs? And they said they'd travel with me anywhere. Remember, it's not what we gain, but what we give that measures the worth of the life we live. Until next time, friends.